Scotty, come here, buddy. Let's have a look at this. So standing inside the open guard. We're going to have a little bit of fun today. So, okay, we'll just start with this control. We are going to teach you how to get here. So it's on the shoulder. It's not the bicep. Please, guys, it's on the shoulder, not the bicep. This enables me to move a little bit. So I want to go distance management. So a little bit of a kick, loop, and now this is the most important part. Is from here. Pull my partner in and get this up nice and high. So I'm trying to get my foot as high as I can the armpit and just keep it pinned in. So keeping the distance management. The reason being why I'm on the shoulder is it's easier for me to shoot the triangle. Sometimes from here it's harder for me to shoot the triangle. Just so you know, so most people are going to go the arms in, so it's easy for me to shoot, which we're going to do in a second. Okay, so for me, distance manage, kick. Now, this is the hardest place. I'll drop my leg down, I'm going to go around, so it's like, I'm going to kick my partner in the face, close to, and pull in. Now, from here, we're going to make the easiest choice in the world is, I've got to work out how to split my partner with what I have or attack my partner. So we're going to go, hand goes through, just going to apply a little bit of pressure and start our first submission. So this is a bicep slicer. It's very different to most of the arm bars. It's going to snap the bone in half.
I was more concerned with the rest.
Yeah, because it's next to my doodle.
No, the
Okay,
rest. The rest
awkward.
Funny.
I'm bony everywhere, buddy. Okay. R-rated YouTube today. Okay. So here and here. So the issue is to get my foot in. So I try to hook over, and now once we're here. So biceps up. This is just a little bit of fun for me. And once again, you will feel there's a bit of a wrist lock coming into it. The most common thing that I see when people do for me is they try and grab the back of my head and they try and compress me to stop it. As long as I lift my hips up, I get behind, it's pretty much on straight away. So just be very cautious when you're applying this, because it does come on fairly fast, and just watch the hand position so it's not on your... If you want to, like, it's up to you guys, you know. So from here, once again, is kick outside. Let's do. I've got to bring it up higher, so my toes, and I pull in like I'm going fishing. The distance management stops him from closing the gap at the moment, so I've got my foot on the hip. Does that kind of, so that's really important. So I try to get my hand through. Here. So I'm close to my shin, and what I do is I just pull this down, squeeze. And that's pretty much it. If you're having trouble, okay, just turn underneath your partner and then squeeze. So you want to be as deep underneath your partner as you possibly can. How'd that feel?
Yep, much tighter at the tongue as well.
Yeah, it's beautiful. You like something? So for me, that's better for a triangle than that, but we'll come to this in a second, okay? So distance manage, kick, outside, kick them in the face. Those two, toes up, so I've got an anchor point to pull them in. Does that make sense? Anchor point, distance manage, so foot, hand, come through. Make sure my forearms on my shin. Cup. Now, this seems like awkward, but all I'm going to do is lift my head up, and I'm using this to spin underneath my partner. So I can actually spin really nice. And whether they're flexible or not is totally irrelevant, because we're going to snap the bone. Right, so then, you okay then? Slowly put my foot off the ground, and squeeze. Okay. What did you feel at tight? Please tap, guys, because this is it will snap pretty fast. 1, 2, 3. So this one here, it will be that my partner is bigger and stronger than me, and I'm trying to get to the lasso, but they're kind of resisting a little bit. So I need to have a game plan that I'm not losing my guard. Number one is I don't want to get my guard passed. Number two, I don't want to get submitted, but I still want to control. So I want to be improving my position. Marcus, let's jump up, please. This is the two options I like to play from here. So I'm here, I assume my partner's like, no. So if you think about it this way, right, we've got two choices. The one of the things that I like to do is I like to bring, because my partner has to plant their feet to pull backwards, I keep the contact on hip. We're going to go like this. So my leg, number one, swings, I'll grab the ankle, apply pressure. And this is going to start to put my partner into a position where they're off balance. Right. The downfall I have from here is that my partner can still run the guard, because they pass the leg over and they run the guard. So we're going to have issues from here. So what we're going to do from here is, once again, very simple position is I'm here, try and pull through, my partner pulls out, kick the hip, 4, I know my partner's going to run the guard. So what I'm going to do for me is put this through here, sit, and I lock the leg up instead. Right. Surprise!
So I wasn't expecting that.
No one ever does. It's just the most bizarre, like holy shit.
Yeah.
But they're not doing anything wrong. I just got to get the inside position. Right. So we think about it this way. So here I kick out. Marcus goes no way from here. So distance manage from here. Now this side's place this. Watch. Hip escape. Back. Now hold the knee in. Cross my feet. I'll let him do whatever he wants to do from here.
Yeah, it's nothing to do.
I think, is this a vaporizer or
It's like a canned ham.
a what? Canned ham.
Yeah.
Really? That didn't always. So what I do, like the small thing to beat the inside is, as I'm coming out from here, I like to drop my hand to the inside. Kick to get the distance, and he's going to do the work because he's going to put the hand. Now I have to have the elbow there. Lock it in, cross.
Don't want to move.
Okay. Pull my hand to my chest, squeeze. It's not, it's the knee. It's on the knee. Yeah, I'm basically putting a fulcrum behind the knee joint and exploding the knee joint or extending the knee joint. The best thing about it is if I continue to roll to my left, I'm going to get the sweep anyway.
Yeah.
So even if they come to my right, because I've got such a dominant position, I can simply roll and they're going to come over.
So any belt can do that?
But you can, are you allowed to do it? Anyone can do this. To be honest, like AFBGA brown black belts, SGT brown black belts in the gi, and purple and above, no gi.
So what's it classified as? Like a knee bar?
It's a knee bar, but it's kind of like, you know how you have an arm bar? It's like a reverse knee bar. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So once again, we're in the position from here, and I undo my leg to try and get the lock on. If she's so strong, she pulls out from it. So I go to the position to kick, and I know that as long as I have this locked here, I'm going to kick you around just a little bit. As long as I have this locked here, so she can't backstep. That's really key. I'll go to the inside. So the time we're up here and I don't get it, so I bring my hand to the inside position. As if she throws my leg over past the guard, I'm doing this hunting. Once we're here, cross my feet. If I cross my top foot over, right, there's no locking mechanic. So I cross my top foot under and I hold. The more that this is on my chest, the more I squeeze, better. I'm not going to do it too hard. So for me, is if you're having trouble finishing it, extend your legs to put it on. And that will take away their balance as well.
Yeah.
So keep the legs locked and keep your hand and just slowly extend, but try and put your feet to the ground, not up to the air, and that will put the balance point back over. This comes on super fast, guys, so that the subtle nuance to make this work is that if I can go here and lock this in, right, the more I get this deeper, the better it is, because I can almost lock it up like I'm doing a rear naked choke on it. And if I squeeze, right, so keep my feet long to put the pressure. 1, 2, 3. The entry, so we're playing, and as I'm kind of opening up, Scotty starts to beat the so throws the leg so he clears the path from here. What I'm seeing is people, you're coming up to do it. What I want to do is double, pull the knee in. Once it's in, right, it's pretty much on. So the more I get this deeper, so when people are, can I spin around just a fraction? Yeah. So what I say is, when people are kicking their legs, they're going like that. His legs are stronger than my hands, so it's going to be able to get out. So if I lock it and I pull this into my, and I hold it, and now if I squeeze, I can get it on a lot tighter. So you've got to make sure your hand mechanics stay tight And now, what I'm going to do is, I'm trying to be super nice to Scotty for me because the knees, he's got that knee braces on, he's like an old man.
Just an old man.
So, okay. Only time he extends his leg, he has a chance. So I've got to make sure it's tight. Right, so super tight. And now, kick and start to hook it on. So, kick. And now.
Yep.
So if I'm having trouble, I know a lot of mechanics the opposite way. Kick, lock it in. It's laced in. No, the leg's caught on the ground now. Hands in.
Yep.
Sorry,
No,
squeeze.
that's fine.
So if you're getting stuck, rehash, kick it under, so he's got nowhere to go, and then pull it in. As a general rule, as I'm doing that, most people, I'm being super nice and that, you will blow the knee out really fast with that. So if you're doing that mechanic, go really light, because there's nowhere for the knee to go on that. There's zero play time on the knee. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
With the knee, just beat the knee, the ligaments can be slack on the...
And so,
Maybe it was and you kicked it. But I don't know. It's recording.
we're going, thanks babe. Foot in the bicep from here. Right. My partner steps back from there, transfer. Use that mechanic to pull, grab, and kick 2 or more. Now, once again, so I'm not trying to kick my partner up because I have a balance point from the neck, I can't do anything. So I turn my knees. That puts the partner's weight all the way over. I'm underneath the knee. Kick your feet to the ground. Boom. Now, I'm in a pretty good position to set up the legs to come through. I'm also in a good position to just take the sweep, so it doesn't really matter. It's up to you guys what you want to do from here. If you want the leg, just make sure that you get the inside position on it, so make sure you take the inside position. If you want the sweep, make sure you clear the legs to come up to the top. Catapult sweep, change partners, 1, 2, 3. The sweep, and I see quite a fair bit that people misunderstand where their balance point and posting is, and also where their weight is. So when they go to sweeping, they often put the partner to a position that they can counterbalance, or they can use their weight to redirect me. Scotty, let me explain. So with this sweep, exactly the same thing. So shortcut the system, boom, 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 from here. So the choice, I'm deep underneath my partner. I know this second foot would be in. Anytime that Scotty starts to sit up or posture, I can't sweep it. Right. Anytime I'm here and I'm trying to keep my legs long, this is helping him because he's just going to go all clear, which is okay because this gives me, so this will go back to where we were. It's not the end of the world, right? But it's an additional add-on that I need to be aware of. So what I'm seeing when you're here, and so I want to take my head to his knee. I'm not trying to pull his knee to my head because that would be putting his weight on top of me. So I'm here. Now, all I'm going to do is my legs are here, my knees are flat, feet both ways. I'm not trying to lift him up, I'm trying to sweep him. So if I just simply extend my legs, like, he's got to go. But I'm extending it 45 away from me. What I'm seeing some of you trying to do is you're trying to lift them and then turn them. Once you've lifted them up and they get their weight, it's really hard to redirect the force. You've got to go back to that knee bar option. So anytime that they're stronger, they're taller than you versus a shorter person, you've got to go back to that thing that explodes the knee. But theoretically is, if you think about it this way, is 1, 2, here, kick it, yes you can. Okay, through, I'm under my partner. Now, as long as I've kept this, so Scotty's pretty strong. It's really hard for him because there's 2 weighted points. Now, extend. Now, look, man, I'm top. So, watch, bring it back in from here. Turn under, and now catapult your partner. So you've got this ability to start to switch to, you've got so many options from here, right? Because they're going to resist it, they have to plant their feet, which means that I can move around them instead of him moving around me. Because like you should have got like I'm on my feet, so I've got the option to do that. The 2 things we're going to play today, real simple, is catapult sweep. 1, kick it, yes you can. 2, feet in. Now one is, if I get the catapult sweep wicket, this time Scotty's like, no way, hose B. Feet come up, hand goes through, lock it, rehash, squeeze. So I can play these two together. And the catapult sweep and the ham sandwich, whatever they call it. See how Scotty's knees, his foot is out? Can you see how his foot's out? So I need to realign that just so you guys know. So once I'm here, it's just kick that under to bring it in. So if his foot's out, this is better for him because the knee line's away. So I'm going to bring it in, bring that in, and now I'm going to start my squeeze and lock it up. Once we're here, it's pretty much on. Okay, so the foot's out, slice it back in. Okay, catapult sweep to ham sandwich. 1, 2, 3.